When
them to
I
handle,
was
right?
3.5 years old,
Yeah.
I went to see a movie where Mickey Rooney was standing on a ledge outside a window. It was a comedy. Everybody was laughing. I was terrified.
So today we're having a look at Baby's Day Out. Welcome back to Home Video. This is James. So today we're looking at Baby's Day Out, directed by John Hughes from 1994. No. They say never work with animals or kids. Now I understand why. That didn't work at all, did it, buddy?
The only way to quiet that kind of talk is to have our small-minded friends open up their newspapers and see a photograph of the prettiest baby in the city.
The story is about this very wealthy family that has a baby, and they're taking him to get photos done for the newspaper. These three crooks disguise themselves as the photographers and decide to kidnap the baby.
There are 5 million people in this city and thousands of places where your boy could be.
Everything in the film is just coincidental. The baby walks out on a plank and across skyscrapers and just happens to avoid disaster every single time. If this was a baby in real life, this thing would have been trampled, within the first scene or two. I believe John Hughes' films were the best in the 80s, and it kind of peaked around Home Alone. Just imagine this film as like a prequel to Home Alone, and that'll basically give you an idea of the film. It's like if Three Men and a Baby and Home Alone had a love child. This is what you get. There was supposed to be a sequel for this film, Baby's Day Out, in China, but that never happened because the film was a box office bomb. It was made for $48 million and only grossed $30 million back at the box office. To me, the subject matter of the film is a little bit insensitive. It's kind of hard to laugh at a situation where a baby's about to get run over or fall off a building, or I was struggling to find the humour in it at some points. Roger Ebert wasn't really a fan of this film.
If you think that a real baby crawling through traffic and crawling out on it, look, you're already smiling. You think that's funny. I didn't think it was funny.
I thought it was an absolute perfect child's eye view of the fantasies that they might have. And little kids, this is where I think you're off by a lot.
I'm going to pull up a chair and sit right in the middle between Siskel and Ebert. I didn't love this film. I didn't hate it.
Little kids will really have their hearts in their throats as they watch this thing, and will be tickled, and will be absolutely tickled by the way the baby survives and the bad guys are foiled.
I don't think it's a movie that's appropriate for little kids.
The comedy was okay. Wasn't laugh out loud, but I thought the concept of the baby being held at ransom was a little bit off-putting, especially for parents. So with that, I'm going to give Baby's Day Out 2.5 stars out of 5. Well, leave a comment, let us know if you've seen Baby's Day Out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.